Hey, it's Mark coming to you from Baker's Green Acres. Today's the 19th of July, and it's a Sunday. And usually what we do is we just do a little bit in the morning and try to take a breather in the afternoon, and do something fun. Today we're going to go swimming. But I get unbelievably inspired sometimes on Sunday mornings. Maybe because I sleep a little late and have breakfast a little late or something, I don't know. But anyway, I came out and I finished what I had to do, and then I came out to this area, and I wanted to show you this. This was our summer project, really. Well, we had a couple of them, but this was the pig area that we fenced in. We did that big fence job, and now there's all kinds of produce growing in here. Right? You can see behind me, this looks really good. There's some that doesn't look so good, but we've been getting plenty of rain. Haven't had to irrigate yet, except for just with a hose. It's been pretty nice. But I was faced with this. Okay, look this behind me. This is a spot that no one really did anything with. They kind of said they were going to, but then they didn't. And the weeds are 24 inches high right now. And most of it is lamb's quarter. It's this. All right, really nice stuff. Very good to eat, and excellent ground cover, and it comes up really well. It grows really well. However, if I let it go, these stalks are going to go from this size and pretty supple and pretty edible to about like a tree branch, and they get hard and woody. They'll get that big, easy. And then it's hard to get them out, and the roots are deep, and you have a problem. So you're faced with, okay, what do I do now? And I'm finding that in the farming business, maybe it's with any business, but if I stop and I look at it long enough, I figure out a way to make it work. And, some things I haven't pondered enough, like coming out and your dog has a face full of porcupine quills. I don't know, you guys, somebody think about that when you have some spare time and tell me how that works out. Maybe not everything has a silver lining, but this, I surmise that if I go through here with my trusty weed whacker, my Husqvarna weed whacker, which I really like, and I take these off at the base, right at the roots, they'll just flop over. And I don't want to chew them up, because what I want is the ground to be covered, right? Because if the ground's not covered, we're just going to get another growth of weeds. And we don't want to be coming in here with rototillers and all that, because then we're stirring the weed seeds up, and we really don't want to do that. So what I'm going to do is I went and got a scoop full of really nice dirt, right? I made a driveway a couple years ago, and it never did weed over, the pile of dirt that I scraped the topsoil off. So I know it doesn't have a bunch of weed seeds in it. And then I have another pile here of compost that I make, and that's got, you can see, it's got bones and chicken feathers in it. It's really hot stuff. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a mound, or several mounds on this area. I'm going to knock all these weeds down. And in those mounds, I'm going to plant pumpkins, because I have a whole bunch of pumpkin seeds. And then I'll come out and I'll just herd the pumpkin vines to stay out of the other stuff. We don't want the pumpkins in the onions. We don't want the pumpkins in the bok choy. Bok choy. What the hell's bok choy? So we'll just keep it right in this area. Now, this fits into the grand scheme of this area. This is a grow system, is what this is. Not only can we put our pigs on here for a month and take all the produce off of here, and then remember we went through before just the weeds that were growing out here. I was looking at about £1 per square foot, and there's 55,000 square feet here. But can you imagine this growth right here? How many pounds per square foot we have right there? Okay, and here it is. It's the 19th. I'm going to plant pumpkins, and people might be saying, oh, they're never going to make it. That's not the point. All right, I have pumpkin seeds that are just sitting. They'll sit till next year, and we won't plant them next year. The point is I can get them in the ground. We can get some vines going. And if they don't make it, they're still going to be pig food. Because when this garden's done, I hope you understand this. When this garden is done, we take the last produce off that we want for human consumption. We're going to try and get the pigs in here very quickly so they can take it down the rest of the way. And then I would like to cover crop it before winter. Actually, I must cover crop it before winter because we can't leave this soil bare throughout the winter. All right, so what I would do is put the pigs on here as long as I possibly could, maybe until up where we are here, probably until September 10th, and then get them off, plow it real quick, rough it up, seed it with rye, because I know rye will come up in September, and we'll get a pretty good cover. Before I do that, I'd probably spread a lot of compost too, just to amend the soil. So this is working really well. This is working really, really well, and I don't think I've even scratched the surface as to the capabilities of a 2-acre field like this, where you know beforehand that you're going to integrate livestock and produce at the same time. If you're afraid of the livestock poop in with the produce, then you probably shouldn't get produce from us, but it's actually very tasty produce, and we're not worried about it. We've been doing it for years, and there's really not a problem with it. Because we're out in the sun like this, and the sun has a way of knocking viral problems down to a place where the human body can handle it. So that's it from Baker's Green Acres. I just thought that this is really neat, really interesting, and we'll see how it goes. It might fail, but I have lots of failures. That's not a problem. All right, Mark from Baker's Green Acres, I'm signing off. Remember, anyone can farm.